All right. Robbie the rodent, our good friend, was walking the alleys of Chicago looking for a piece of cheese, as rodents do. He walked 3 miles north, 5 miles east, 5 more miles north, 10 miles east. If you walk back to the starting point in a straight line, so here's our straight line distance. What was the total distance traveled? Well, if I figure out how many total miles he traveled north, that's 8, 5 plus 3, and then east would be 15. If anyone knows their triples, this is a triple. I want to find the x. This is a 15, this is an 8. I would do 8 squared plus 15 squared equals x squared. All right. This is a triple again, so x should be 17 miles. That's a lot of miles for a rodent. A lot of miles. All right, find the length of each side. You can use a distance formula, or I can actually use the Pythagorean theorem as well. All right, I can go Pythag. I think I'm going to do that since that's what was on the answer key. So here we go. Let's make a right triangle for each of these. Let's go AC first. How many units do I go up? And how many units do I go over? And there's my right triangle. Total units I travel up is 4, since I'm going from 1 to 5. Total units I travel over is 1, and that makes this my C. So I do 1 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. Or 1 plus 16 equals C squared. So C squared equals 17. C equals square root 17. And that is AC. Okay, let's see if I wanted to find CB. Terrible right triangle, got a battle. I travel 5 units over, so from -3 to 2. And I actually travel 2 units down. So I do 2 squared plus 5 squared equals x squared. 4 plus 25 equals x squared, which is 29 equals x squared. X equals the square root of 29. I think on the answer key there is a mistake on that one. It should be square root of 29, not 26. Lastly, let's find AB. Again, you could always use the distance formula 3 different times, okay? Or I could, this seems easier to me. I like this way better. Here we go. So how many units did I travel up and down? I went from 5 to -1, which is 6. Then how many units I travel left to right? -2 to +2 gives me 4. So I do 4 squared plus 6 squared equals x squared. That's 16 plus 36. So x squared equals 52. X equals the square root of 52. Now, I'm not simplifying these right now because I want to do my classification. My classification will be a lot easier when our numbers are not simplified, our radicals, excuse me. I don't think 29 simplifies, 17 doesn't simplify. 52 simplifies. I could simplify this into 4 and 13, which would give me 2 root 13. So if you did do that, you're not wrong. All right, classification now. The biggest side or the longest side is my AB. Now, how do I know that? I know that because the number underneath the square root is a 52, and that is the largest number. All right, since that is my largest number, I got to do a squared plus b squared, and what is that to c squared? Well, 52 root 52 has to be my c, and then 17 and 29 go here. 29 and 17 are interchangeable as a and b. All right, and let's remember that all 3 of these numbers are squared. And when we square a square root, they cancel out. So I got 17 plus 29. Well, 17 plus 29 is 46, and that is less than 52. All right, since that's less than 52, it is obtuse. It's an obtuse triangle. So when a squared plus b squared is less than c squared, it's obtuse. When it's equal to, it's right, and when it's greater than, so a squared plus b squared, if these two numbers were greater than the number on the right, then it would be acute. I'm going to pause that.